Mom would say peekaboo, he would run back and say peekaboo and then run away. And this was the first time he's ever done anything like this. So this is the interaction you see. More awareness in the environment, just understanding what's going on, trying to learn what people do, how people act, imitating what they do, and small little words. So we just had a crazy update from a mom who was just ecstatic. I just got off the call with her on a Zoom call. She's in the United States. This call was crazy. So we've been treating this family for the last 2 months. This is a 3-year-old little boy with autism. Speech was the main complaint, but this little boy had speech delays. He had, which is interesting, he was prone to bad diaper rashes. I talk about this. I did other videos on this, how crucial it is and how important it is. It's almost always not a diet issue. It's not something wrong with their diet. It's not something you're doing wrong or something you're not giving them. It's an imbalance in the system. This medicine was homeopathic sulfur. So he used to get extremely bad diaper rashes. He would be in pain. And he'd have, his anus would be red all the time with itchiness and redness. This completely went away after 1 week on a homeopathic remedy. So it's been about 2-3 weeks now, and he's been doing amazing. Skin's better. He also would get cracks in his toes. We'll see this with some children. Well, they'll get splits or cracks in their toes, and you'll put cream on it, it'll go away, but then it relapses. So far, that's better. We need more time to tell 100%. But we had the crack heal up and not come back yet. But we need more time to tell with that. But a lot of cool things. We hear this from parents, picky eating with children that have been diagnosed on the spectrum. And we'll see that it's usually a texture thing. So mom told me he wasn't really a picky eater. He just had things that he liked and things that he didn't like, she said. For instance, steak. She said corned beef, she would give an example. And these things he would not eat it because of the texture of the meat. There's a lot of meat things he wouldn't eat, hamburgers. And she says he's been eating this stuff like crazy. And he's been having full meals. She says he's sleeping the whole night, which is amazing. Another thing she just told me was he's mimicking everything. So he has another sibling. He's been mimicking everything they're doing. So for instance, he will hold his brother's face because his brother was making a funny face, and mom said he was holding his brother's face, looking in his eyes, trying to mimic what his brother was doing to understand how he was making that face so he can do it too. So these are little things, but this is just, you can see again the unlocking of the mind with the proper homeopathic remedy. Now, every child is different. Sometimes it happens quicker, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, sometimes it takes a couple tries to find the right remedy. But when you find it, this is what we see. We see this kind of evolution, this changing, this unlocking of the child in multi-different levels. The mind, the physical body, the digestion, the sleep, the sensitivity to textures, eating. This child was putting everything in their mouth. We see this very commonly. Sometimes it's just the fingers. Sometimes it's every object they're chewing on. And in this case, this got extremely better. He has almost not been doing it at all, So that was the update I wanted to share with you guys. She told me a bunch of, I'm just looking at my case notes here. She told me a bunch of other little things. He was playing peekaboo with his mother. So he would run away. Mom would say peekaboo. He would run back and say peekaboo and then run away. And this was the first time he's ever done anything like this. So this is the interaction you see. More awareness in the environment, just understanding what's going on, trying to learn what people do, how people act, imitating what they do, and small little words. So this was very cool. This is, we've been about 3 weeks. The remedy is sulfur in this case. Every case is unique. You cannot prescribe sulfur for every case. Homeopathy by nature is very individualized for that child with autism. It has to match every single characteristic of their presentation of autism for it to work. If it doesn't, it will not work. So in this case, it was sulfur, and there was just amazing changes. There's still going to be work to do as we go, okay? Like when I give you guys these updates, it's not like it's a case that's done. There's more work to be done. And as we keep working week after week after week, there'll be slow, gradual improvements. This is what typically happens, okay? But the good thing and the best thing about homeopathy is that even once you're done the homeopathic remedy, the benefits do not leave. It is almost like a resetting of that child. It's a stimulus. When you give a stimulus, the reaction takes place in the body and you don't need that stimulant anymore or that stimulus anymore. And that is the case with every homeopathic prescription. So that is the cool part about it. It is a changing. It was a permanent changing of what was already in that child. So God is good. It's amazing when we see these little changes, and the mother was just ecstatic, and I was really happy too. So I wanted to share this with you guys because this is what is possible with proper classical homeopathy. God bless you guys. Any questions, book a 15-minute call. newleafhomeopathy.com. God bless you guys.